Historic night for Caitlin Clark. She's at the podium. Let's listen in.
Oh, okay. Is it just me?
I think Bailey's coming.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Go for it. Why not? Yeah, go ahead. Ask whatever.
Just talk about setting a school record, career record. Just this event made more special.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can really script it any better, and I thought we played really well tonight, and that our defense could have been a little better, but just to do it in this fashion, I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful to be surrounded by so many people that have kind of been my foundation and everything that I've done since I was a young little girl, and I started crying watching that video just because, like, I'm just filled with so much gratitude and love, and the way these fans support women's basketball is so special, and yeah, I mean, you all knew I was going to shoot a logo 3 for the record. Come on now.
Take us through the shot. Just we're coming up to the floor. You pull up for the shot. Just take us through beginning to end.
Well, I thought about doing it a couple possessions earlier, but I was a little tired, so I needed to catch my breath a little bit. But yeah, I think I kind of stepped back to my left a little bit and was able to get it off and went in and then celebrated. And I honestly thought Coach Butter was going to call the timeout before I had to go play defense, but she didn't, so I had to go play defense. But honestly, like, warming up, like, my shot just felt good, so I knew it was going to be kind of one of those nights, and kind of played with a little bit more pep in my step, and I knew that's what this team needed after coming off of a loss, and just lucky. Like, my teammates, I'm just so thankful they let me be me, and I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for them. So yeah, I'm just really thankful.
Did you go into the game wanting to get it done quickly? So, I mean, it was less than 3 minutes.
Honestly, like, that was never really my goal to get it done really fast, but made my first couple shots, so was able to get another one up pretty fast, and it was nice to get it done there fairly quick so we could just kind of move on and focus on winning the basketball game. And I think you got to give Michigan a lot of credit. They played really well. They made a lot of tough shots tonight, and you know, they didn't make it easy on us. We switched up our defense a lot, but what I'm most proud of is, you know, they played box and one, and we didn't freak out. We just did us and what we've worked on all week, and we made some tough shots, and honestly our lead grew when they went to the box and won, and I think that just shows the area of growth that we took a stride in and got better in. So I'm proud of our team, and you know, I still think there's a lot of things we can clean up on defense, but other than that, not really.
Did you at least give Hannah a heads up that her record was going down today?
She said she passed the torch to me, so I was like, oh, Hannah, that's so kind of you. But Hannah will break my record. She better break my record playing here for another couple of years. And Hannah's just hilarious. She asked why I had to do that, but I should have made a couple more layups, honestly. So I think that just speaks to our culture and the team Coach Bluter's built here is, you know, you just want to see your teammates succeed. And, you know, I was so happy for her the other night. And, you know, I'm perfectly fine with Hannah going out and scoring 50 next game. So hopefully she does that.
Caitlin, you've garnered a ton of media attention. I don't know how much of it you read or watch, but I guess standing there watching the video, having people say nice things about you, like, how did you process that? Were you aware it was coming?
I was not aware it was coming, and I think that's what kind of hits you, like, when it hits you the most is, like, and yeah, there's been so many famous and cool people and people I idolize, you know, growing up that say a lot of really nice things about me, but when it's people that have had your back through the ups and downs and been there every step of the journey, whether it was good or bad, and have seen the hard days, have seen the good days, and I think that's when it means the most. My teammates, my Mon and McKenna that are in there, the two people that I've given so much to this program, and, you know, without those two, I don't know where I am, and Kate and Gab and our coaches, and obviously my parents, like my two brothers, like, it just makes me pretty emotional. And like I said, I think that hits a lot closer to home just because, you know, they've seen me go through some really hard losses, some really great wins, but also they've been there pushing me to be my very best and allowing me to dream ever since I was, you know, a young girl playing with all the boys growing up. So it's just really special, and I didn't plan on crying tonight, but it got me a little bit.
Caitlin, I'm going to follow up on that. How about, as a little girl, what would 6-year-old Caitlin Clark think of you, 22-year-old Caitlin Clark?
Oh man, that's a great question. I think they would pinch myself to like make me wake up from this dream. And you know, even when we go lose at Nebraska, like I still wake up and I'm so thankful every single day because, like, I don't know, like I'm playing in front of 15,000 people. I get to do it with my best friends. I get to play the game that I absolutely love more than anything. And I know one day basketball is going to end. So, you know, one game, one win, one loss never, you know, gets me too high or too low. And I think that's just been the kind of the story of my career. And that's been something I've had to learn, is be able to stay steady and stay calm for this team. And yeah, I think I'm just thankful more than anything. I think my 6-year-old self would be proud of where I am. Maybe not be surprised, maybe be surprised at the magnitude that I'm on right now, but also I was the same competitive, fiery person that I am today, so not much has ever really changed in that regard. But I think it would just be proud and, you know, proud of the way I've worked for this more than anything. You know, nothing was ever given, and just work hard every single day and try to make your dreams come true.
What did you say to her? The focus of everything's kind of been on you the last few weeks especially, but for a lot of the season. Does it feel like this is a kind of the perfect time to now have to focus on Iowa and maybe the team as opposed to just constantly?
Absolutely, I would love that. And I think, you know, obviously getting this record is tremendous and has to be celebrated, and there's been so many people to come before me and, you know, lay such a great foundation for women's basketball, and that has to be celebrated too. And I'm just very thankful for that. But like you said, like, we're getting into the best part of basketball season. Like, these are the times where, you know, your team really shows who they are. And I always believe Coach Bluter has us playing our best basketball end of February, beginning of March, and into March. And I really think we are. Obviously, you know, you lose a game here and there, but that's what makes you learn and that's what makes you get better. And absolutely, I think, you know, Iowa basketball is at such a high right now, and it's so fun to watch, and people love supporting it. And you know, we have, you know, some fun home games left. We got to go on the road for 2 really great tests, and you know, just trying to enjoy every single second, because this team is special. And even Kate and Gab and Molly, they've given so much to this program that they need to be celebrated too. And they don't always get the light to shine really bright on them, and they should, because, you know, I'm nowhere without those 3. And yeah, I think that's really important. And, you know, going forward, you know, it's all Iowa basketball, and that's what it should be.
Caitlin, do you vividly remember the first game you played here, and how did you get from there to here?
Yeah, I do. You and I. There was like no one here. I saw some clips of me playing the other day. I was like, oh man, I look a lot different. My hair's a lot longer. I'm very, very scrawny. I have absolutely no muscle definition. But a lot of my game is the exact same. So that was funny to watch. And it's crazy how fast time flies, and I think that's the biggest thing. It feels like just yesterday I was playing that game with nobody in the stands and having to wear a mask on the bench and only our parents here. But it's just kind of cool to see the evolution of, you know, what this has become, and it takes time to build something like this. And obviously Coach Bluter has built such a great program here, but, you know, I feel like we've kind of taken it to another level. The fandom has gone to another level, and it's been cool to kind of watch that evolution since I've stepped on campus as well.
How early into today's game did you really decide that you were going to go for this record? And was it just a feel thing or a decision?
I think, well, honestly, during warm-ups, like, my shot felt pretty good. So, like, usually, like, as a shooter, like, you know, like, the ball just comes off your hand a little better some nights other than others. And yeah, when you make a couple shots as a shooter, like, it's like a green light just to get another one up, and that's exactly what it was. So I'm glad I made my first 3 and just kind of launched the second and went for it and went in. And yeah, I guess the rest is history. So.
Are you normally an emotional person? And like,
not really. I'm not that emotional.
So I was just curious, like, what was the one thing that kind of made you cry or two?
Definitely my parents at the beginning. That's definitely what got me, and my brothers for sure. So.
Thanks,
yeah.
Caitlin.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming. Really appreciate it.
Coach Bluter's next.
A historic night, an emotional night for Caitlin Clark, her family in attendance, giving her a special message. Post-game, had a really nice ceremony for Caitlin Clark there at Carver Hawkeye Arena. 15,000 fans in attendance did not leave their seat. They came to see a show, and they got one. They got history. 3,569 points. Most points in women's Division I college basketball history. More coming up here on CBS Sports.